Welcome, family. What's going on? What's good? What's popping? What's happening? Welcome. Come on in the building. I'm going to give y'all some time to get in the building while I get my headphones on. I'm running in the building just like you are, trying to get it going. Come on in the building. Hear what's going on. I know everybody's seen the draft last night, and had some things that you were pretty much inquiring about because you wanted to know, as they say, inquirement of the W. Let's get these headphones on before I get myself in the camera here. Let's get a little something going on while we wait for some folks to get into the building. Why not, right? Let's get some folks in the building. There's some folks in the building. Come in the building, y'all. Come into the building. Get in the building. See what we got going on. You see the title? Yesterday was a hot takes, hot energy, players going every which way. Come in the building. Come into court, to Toni's court vision. Let's talk facts. Let's see what we got going on. Come into the building. I know everyone is probably live at this point, trying to give their takes. Come in the building, wondering what's going on. You're going to look and you're going to see what's up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Let's get my face on camera here. I'm going to remove this from up there. There we go, y'all. How's it going? Come into the building. Welcome back to the show. From college icons to pro stars is what we're talking about. Icons to pro stars. We had a lot of them last night. It was very entertaining to see where they were going. What was the hype about? Who you felt deserved to be where? And it was a lot going on. I know there's some upset people because they don't like what some of the players ended up. Who cares, right? This is the real deal, Holyfield basketball. This is what we're talking about. Let's capture the moment of what took place last night. Let's do it. Let's break it down. We're going to break down some of the most electric moments last night of women's basketball history that was made for the 2026 class that entered the WNBA last night, where franchise were respected, legends was in the making, and were profoundly selected. I'm going to say profoundly selected. The future of the league officially took another massive leap forward. We know about all of the CBA, the free agency. We got all of that we're going to talk about bit by bit, show by show. We're not going to take it all in at one time. I know everybody like to have stuff all at one time. You got to have your cake and eat it too. We're going to get into from Azzi Fudd going number one overall to Dallas, to UCLA absolutely dominating the first round, to shocking trades that had the fans and the analysts going crazy. They were stunned in some pieces, and so was I. As do we all. We want certain players to go certain places, but people were stunned where they thought some were going to go, where they were going to place, who was going to be in first round, who was going to be in second round. Some people were upset that some of the first rounders that they thought were first rounders ended up in the second round. Let's come in here and spit facts. Tell me what you think. What's going on, She Wins? I see you in the building. TW7525, Early Bird gets the worm. How y'all doing? Brian Lewis, ADP, Van, I see you. Crazy Politics. Let me know if you want to come up, ADP. But look, tonight isn't one of them super open panels. It's going to be the people that I select right now because we got to get through this. And then I will probably, towards the end, go ahead and maybe bring one or two of you up if you want to come in the building and spit your spit and give your take on some of this. Sometimes I know we sit back in the cut. Sometimes we sit back in the cut and we want to, I don't know, in a sense say, we voice our opinion, but hey, it's always good to come up on the stage. I was once you too. I wanted to be in the chat and I wanted to keep to myself. I didn't want to come on a panel and just kind of show my face, but hey, I'm a natural now. It is what it is. What's going on? I see you, Terry Matthews. Welcome in the building. I see you. Come in the building, y'all. We are just gonna recap some of this. We're gonna get my official take. I'm always the person that likes to be cordial and think from a different perspective. But ADP, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to drop the link to you. Let's see. Copy the link. Let's see. Let's get to you, ADP. Y'all hold on one second. Let me get my girl ADP. But I'm going to also put it in the chat for my family. There you go, ADP. Let me send it right now. All right, just sent. Now let me send it to Claude and those guys. They might be online. I didn't even check to see who was online today. I just knew that I was going live today because I needed to because I didn't yesterday. So I'm just gonna put it in chat. Put it in the chat. There you go. Everything is in the chat. And we're making it run and do what it do. You want to come in the building? ADP is there. Did I get the email you sent me? Let me look. You sent it to my email or you sent it to Instagram? Let me look. I did not. Yeah, I know. Liv McGill on over to. We got some more news. It was a couple days ago. Let me see, Terry. I'm looking for it. Let's see. I'm in my DMs right now. Let me go to my email. I want to capture it so that way I'm not missing. Let's see. Let's go to the top here. Let's check for the emails. No, I didn't get it. I'm looking. What's going on, Terry Jackson? I see you. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about it. Get some folks in the building before we kick it off. A couple more people in the building. But I'm looking for what was it? Let's see. It was the interview from ATL GM. Oh yeah, I saw it. I didn't get yours, but I did see it because Keisha also sent it to me. So I did see it. The GM was on fire. I like that GM. Angel is in the perfect place. When I say the perfect place, she is in a perfect place, gang. You couldn't ask for a better stop for her, right? So I hope and pray that what she end up doing there end up being extremely phenomenal. And they use her for what she's intended to be used for and not just a rebound. I wanted to bring that down a little bit so I can go ahead and put this on up. Hey. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. let's see where. Let me get it enlarged here. Let me put it over here so I can see it a little bit better. I put y'all over there. That way I can look at you here while I look at this right here. Now, tell me, Azzi Fudd went number one. Azzi Fudd went number one. We all know why she went number one. What was the reasoning? Now, get this, y'all. Although Azzi went number one, they were willing to give up the number one slot for Angel. Because remember, and all of you all have been on our panels and the different platforms that we're on, and you all know that Dallas Wings offered a substantial amount for Angel to come to Dallas. Paige really wanted to play with Angel. She did. Plus, Dallas needed a big like Angel. When I think about the two teams for Angel, Dallas Wings and Atlanta Dream, let's just think about it, because there was another team. I think there was like 4 or 5 teams or whatever, right? But let's just talk about these two teams. Where do you see Angel fitting in a role with what Dallas Wings have right now, had they not pick up? But she's one of the bigs there versus her over there in Atlanta. Because to me, honestly, Atlanta was the better choice. Although if she was here in Dallas, I could go see her all. I could go see all her games here. But if she's in Texas, I could. But just because she's in Atlanta don't mean that I can't rock and roll and hop on the plane. But so you tell me, what is it that you think? I got you, ADP. Hey, ADP. Hey, y'all, I got ADP up on here. ADP from Our Creations in the building. She's going to rock with me again today. ADP, you rolling strong with me, girl. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You there, ADP? Oh, she's muted, y'all. She'll come on in a second. What's going on, Steph? I see you in the building. ADP, are you there? I don't know. Can you hear me? I don't know if she can hear me, guys. It looks like she's on mute right now. She probably has something that she's doing, getting settled and getting quiet, probably getting her headphones. Because I didn't tell her I was coming on. Because you all know my days. Here we go. Is that one better, ADP?
Toni can't hear me. Hold on.
I can hear you now.
Go to settings.
You on here twice, ADP.
Settings. Let me go to.
And let's get ADP together, y'all. ADP, you on here twice.
Am I connected?
You're connected. We can hear you.
Oh gosh. See.
I don't think ADP knows that she's connected twice. Hey guys, she's connected twice. What's up, Brian Lewis? I believe Angel is in the best place. Angel, let me pull ADP. Hey, ADP, drop down and come back and see if that works. Yeah, we're gonna see if that worked for her. We're going to see if that works. If she drops down and come back. Let's see if that worked for her. ADP? Can you hear me, ADP? ADP.
Toni, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, man.
Can you hear me? ADP, we can hear you. Tell her we can hear you. She can't hear me, guys, for some reason, wherever she's at.
Go to the chat.
Yeah, she all over the place right now. Okay, back to Brian Lewis' statement, y'all. Let's get ADP down until she figure it out. I'll just bring her down until she figure it out. I can see in the back and she'll send me a message. Let's get to this before I finish up the rest of my little soliloquy, right? I believe Angel is in the best place. Angel scoring and assists will go up in ATL. Also, Atlanta was the playoff team, and Angel may be able to take them over the top. I mean, take them out of the first round. Yes, not over the top, out of the first round. I want to say over the top because that's my thinking, right? My thinking of where Angel is in terms of what she can offer all teams, but certain teams. She definitely wanted to be with a winning team, a team that has been in the playoffs, a team that was ranked, of course, number 3 overall out of all of the teams in the W. I'm just trying to get her foot in the right place, on the right stepping stone, for her to be extremely successful. And that's the most important thing. That's what we really want for Angel. We shouldn't want anything less. Forget all the hoopla things that people say or don't say, because they really don't know what they're talking about most of the time. Haterade is just what it is, as you can see, and we'll get back into this right here, into the list, but I just wanted to touch base on that question that I did ask when it came to Angel. It says, I can hear her. Yeah, we can hear her. Let's see. ADP? Hello? I know what ADP doing. I don't know what she's doing, y'all. I'll just leave it there for a second. Maybe she'll catch on. Because like I said, she's on 2 different areas. Let's see.
Hey, Toni.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh my goodness, I can't even get this right. Oh my gosh. Toni cannot hear me. Okay.
I can hear you.
Take a deep breath and go out and come back. I'm okay. I'm gonna comment in the chat because I can't hear though.
Yeah. Let me tell her.
Oh my gosh. Why? I can't hear nothing. Why is this doing this? Okay. Yeah, Moo, it's giving me trouble here.
Yeah, like I told, we can hear her.
This
She just can't hear me for some reason. There you go. Okay, so let's see that we were on Brian Lewis, and it says I can hear her. Yeah, we can hear her. Yes. Let's see. She's not new to me with her pretty self. ADP, we can hear you. Oh yeah, we just trying to get ADP together, y'all. Greg, what's going on, Greg? We see you. Appreciate you coming to the building. It says last night Golden State and Seattle agreed to trade Big Four before Golden State drafted her. Yeah, we know it's important. I think when they made the decision, I don't think it got to Kathy in enough time. And then sometimes when you're trying to see where a player is going to end up, right? Because maybe they thought Big Four wasn't going to go before, because they didn't have that number, right? They thought that Flage would drop more, and end up being in that what was, I think it was number let's see, it was where let's see, Golden State, let's see, she went 8 to Valks, but then Suarez, where's Suarez? Because Suarez is who they ended up getting. I don't know why they thought that. Yeah, I have to click on the next one because it's all 3 of them right here, y'all. Let me click on the second round. I hope they didn't think that Flage was going in the second round. There you go. Yeah, the trade for Suarez, for Martha Suarez was number 16, which was the first player in the second round. I don't know if Seattle thought that she was going to drop there, that was never going to be possible. But like we just saw, the trade happened, and I guess it just didn't call in enough time. So then, of course, they had to go ahead and announce that trade right away once they finally got it set in stone. But let's get back to the first round. Put that down. It's easier for me to have this over here so I can see it better and put you guys right here. Okay. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Come back, come back, come back. There it is. Okay. So, and then they have, of course, the breakdown of each player, right? The pre-draft analysis finally healthy for 2 consecutive seasons. Fudd has now realized the potential that made her the country's top recruit in 2021. Her already elite shooting has gotten even better, and her defense and ball handling have taken giant strides forward. She was the project #1 pick for months heading into the Final Four. So, as you can see, those are some of the reasons as to why, when you get to the analysis portion of what coaches are looking for and what makes them choose the players that they choose, because sometimes players are just chosen, but they're not really high on that team's draft, but that's the best player that they could get. And mind you, those players still have to play amongst themselves. ADP said, sorry, Toni, my phone is acting funny. ADP, you were on here twice. Like, you're still in here on mute. So you probably didn't realize that you were on here twice. So, and then the second time you came on, we all could hear you, but you couldn't hear me for some reason. So you're live somewhere. I mean, you're still in the back room for some reason. So you might want to take a look at that. But however, when making those decisions and watching those drafts, I think that when if Flau'jae would have stayed at Velks, now being at Velks, that's good for her brand and what she's trying to accomplish in her music career, right? But she wants to do both. She wants to be able to play basketball, and I just don't feel like going to Velks would have given her the solid fortitude to be able to play a lot of minutes. She go to Seattle, where Seattle needs a player like her, a guard like her, a 3 like her, and she has a better opportunity to play more minutes on the floor. Plus, she has an opportunity to play with some really big post players. Angel and Camilla called themselves the Twin Towers. That was a name that Camilla first came up with, and there it is. But Flau'jae really gonna be playing with 2 Twin Towers. Those girls are both big. They're both young. You're dealing with a 19-year-old, and the other one is dang near 19. So they're pretty much the same age, and they're gonna grow in the league together. Will they always stay together in the league? No, because somebody gonna end up offering a nice trade for one of those bigs somewhere down the line. So they won't be together forever. I do, however, seeing them, allowing them to stick it out this year and learn, because hey, that's just the way it is. But back to Fudd. Fudd, somehow, like I said, Fudd had some really great moments. And I heard someone say that's why UConn has such a cupcake season, to help Azzi Fudd stock. No, man. I mean, then I guess that's just Gino's MO then, because the same thing is said about Kim Mulkey and how they choose to play their preseason games before going into conference play. You can't always depict that that's going to be the case, right? You pick teams to play. Some of those teams and I'll use LSU for example, some of those teams were pretty good the season before. But when kids leave and teams drop off, you don't know the caliber of players that they're going to end up with. You just assuming, hey, that this team was good last year. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give them opportunity, give them a run, and let them get in there and get some running on us while we work on some things. But it's going to be somewhat of a competitive game. But it ended up not being that way. In a sense, going back to that says a lot about Flau'jae. Flau'jae thought that she was going to be able to go 5th in the pick. And for some reason, she got the call that she wasn't, because Flau'jae was already wearing sky gear. She was wearing their gear, and she was practicing and working out, and you saw she was in Skytown. She was in Skytown and she was working out, but it just didn't pan out. They ended up going with Jaquez instead. So sometimes it's just that way. I think that number one pick, is kind of one of those toss-ups. Me personally, I don't think that Azzi should have been number one, but that's what Dallas needed. Dallas needed a guard. However, they didn't say a clear and precise point guard because they could have used none other than Olivia Miles, right? Now you go here, Olivia Miles, it end up being number two. Number two. She says something in her interview that we know what you are, Olivia Miles, and you ain't got to tell the world. We see you. We know, we see you. We got you. But at the end of the day, you're still my girl. I support you all season. What you do is what you do with your personal life. But at the end of the day, we are talking about where she is in this category. Why was it that Olivia Miles got picked second? Olivia Miles earned that spot, y'all. Woody Mack was talking about once Alana Smith got 3 years, it was apparent that not taking a front court player in Dallas a reach. It's okay, Toni, and reach like top shelves. Hey, it is what it is. Let me tell you something, Woody Mack in chat. And you weren't here when I first said this, Woody Mack. Dallas offered like an substantial amount for Angel. If Angel was there, they were still gonna create and get the right pieces in there. But however, the best place for Angel is right where Angel is, and that is in ATL. That is in ATL. That's where her grit and her grind is. That's where her passion is. Coming from Maryland to Louisiana State University, LSU, and paving her way for what she ended up and how she ended up being, and what she will continue to grow and become in this W, will definitely set a clear and precise foundation for her, much more than what she had there in Chicago. But Olivia Miles going where she's going, and the Lynx, that's a perfect pickup for Coach. You need a solid PG. You don't need nobody to do a whole lot. Sorry, Toni, chat. I'll come up the time Toni asked me to. No, you good, ADP, whenever you're ready. Let's see, because I don't know if you ever got this one working. Did you get this one working? Is this one working? If you can hear me, I just pull you back up, see if that's working. You know, it's funny about what rumors say about rumors, Woody Mac. Now, again, there were several teams that wanted Angel. Angel is just that commodity that anybody can work with. Anybody would love to have a player such as her, right? However, she had a choice and she chose Atlanta. She did choose Atlanta. She chose Atlanta because Atlanta is solid. That's what they want. That's what they're looking for. That was a great home for her. It's such a home base for her, chat. Being right there next to Louisiana, where she went to school at LSU, and having all of her fans and everyone there be able to go to her. This is central. Her family can come see her from where they are. Her fans can come see her from Louisiana. Her fans in ATL. ATL is such a hot, steaming commodity for Angel. That's why it's important for Angel to be right where she is. Right where she is. It doesn't matter about Dallas or anybody else that wanted her. A player, if a player gets to make a choice and that's the best foundation for them, that's the best foundation for them. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Absolutely. So you didn't see Flau'jae working out in Chicago. Brian Lewis, she had the gear on, and yes, she was there. There's a clip. It's in the same workout gym that they used for Angel as well while getting prepared for Chicago. So that's what it is. Yeah, we can hear ADP. We need ADP to just talk. I don't think she knows that she's still up there. I just put her up there. Whenever she's ready. I think she did something with her phone. She don't know what she did with it. She don't know what she did with it. But back to Olivia Miles being picked number 2. And I'll pull her down. Being number 2. An elite playmaker whose creativity is transition in transition is generally it's perfect. It is perfect. Generational skill set for a point guard for the Lynx is exactly what the Lynx need. You got Courtney there. Courtney, between her and Courtney, they can share the ball, or if they're both on the floor at the same time, Courtney can move to the 2, while, of course, none other than Olivia Miles do Olivia Miles things from the 1 spot. I like that. I really, really like it. It was a great choice for Lynx. Let's see if they play her, because this coach isn't sold on rookies. She's not sold on playing a lot of rookies either, even once she get them. So that's going to be interesting to see how that pan out for Olivia Miles. I think it's going to be just fine, because this is somewhat of a rebuild for the Lynx as well, because the Lynx let go some really key pieces. They let go some really, truly key pieces. Our fam. Did you all see our fam drop into 3? This should have been your number 1. But Dallas had already gotten their picks for bigs. Dallas had already got their picks for bigs. So, of course, they wouldn't take her because they already had what they needed. Our fam got to talk a little bit. Let's see if I can play that little clip there. Let me turn this sound off here. Let's turn this off. We'll pause that a little bit. And let's just play the little key piece. Let's hear what our fam had to say. Come on, our fam. Come on, circle it. Circle motion. Circling is some motion. Circles of motion. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all know how it is. We have a bunch of windows open, and let me close some of these other windows. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is.
Oh, gee, am I right?
We won't worry about that. We get through that little advertisement right there. Ad is done. Here we go.
With the 18th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Connecticut Sun select Charlize Ledger-Walker from UCLA.
Why y'all jump to Walker? I didn't ask for Walker. I asked for our fam. You see how they did that, y'all? You see how it jumped? You see how it jumped? Boy, y'all didn't want me to play her segment. That's kind of rude. That's rude of you. I asked for our fam. It jumped on us, chat. Well, we won't be doing that again. You see how they act? They act brand new. They didn't even give me what I wanted. They did not give me what I wanted. They did not give me what I wanted. For that, I'm done with you. I'm done with y'all. Y'all wrong for that. Anyway, our fam to me should have been number 1. That's hands down. What's going on, Jacob? I see you, Jacob. Welcome to the chat. MSL, I see you. Welcome to the chat. TW. You say messy. Yeah. Who's messy? I'm going to let y'all talk in the chat. And then MSL said, and looking at the Azzi Fudd mess and that coach, it's probably better she went to Atlanta. What are you talking about that went to Atlanta? I'm just trying to see you talking about went to Atlanta. Yeah, the W app does suck. Every time you click on something you need, it either starts circling, jump someplace else, commercial come on. Yeah, it does the most. It does the most. Moving on down to Lauren Betts. Now, Lauren Betts chat was for the right spot for Lauren Betts when they just secured Shakira Austin back to Washington. You didn't like that pick, Jeremy? You didn't like that Lauren Betts pick? I mean, the Our Fam pick? What's up, AC Side Town? I see you in the building. Come on in the building, y'all. Come in the building. Well, so if that was a wild pick, it says when they asked the Atlanta coach what he was most excited about Angel Reese, he said her versatility, ball handling, both sides of pick and roll, grab and go, push on the break. Exactly. And I'll get more into Angel right after this, but we know that bringing in Lauren Betts to Washington will Betts have opportunity to get on the floor? Do you think she's going to come and eat up some of Shakira's minutes? Do you think that they're gonna work her in on some of Kiki Arafin minutes? And if she does, do you think at somewhere along the lines in this season that maybe if she does well, she's gonna take one of their spots? You don't like why y'all don't like the number 3, Our Fam? Why? Tell me why. You think she will lose ball? She might. I mean, look at I watched Lauren improve from her freshman year up to now. When she left and transferred to UCLA in her sophomore year, she looked a little rugged, right? It was kind of questionable about what we thought we would get from her, but she actually grew as a player. She grew as a post player. The Mystics coach said Lauren Betts is Shakira backup. Well, there you have it. Unless she outplays Shakira, Lauren has time to grow, so I don't see her taking her spot. I think Shakira Austin just has to continue to grow as well with the game and grow as she can, because she had an opportunity as well. She's been injured for the last 2 years. This year was one of her healthiest seasons, so that's good for her because she's been in the league 3 years. This is going on year 4 for her, year 3 for Angel, because she came in with Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard and Shakira Austin came in the year before Angel Reese in that class. So they were the year before that. So she's going to her 4th season. So it's going to be interesting to see how well she does. What's going on, T. Camilla? What's going on, Green Thumb? I see you. I didn't say hi to you, Loose Ball. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Seattle resigns Izzy. Oh, they did, which is good. I didn't think they were going to resign her. They said Seattle resigned Izzy, which is good. I didn't think she's going to stay in Seattle. Dominique is still young, shows a lot of promise, and can become the player that the Storm thinks she can be very soon. Yes, because she's growing. I think watching her in Unrivaled gave her a good sense of ability to play pretty hard. I like that about her. I like that she grew while she was there. But remember, guys, we watch players do well in Unrivaled. We watch them work on some of their individual skills, and that's what Unrivaled is about, because it's 3-on-3. So you get to work on individual skills. Now she has to take those individual skills and incorporate that in with the W with 5-on-5. So I think that's a good thing. I mean, it's promising to me from where I'm sitting, from what I think. Hey, what's going on, Ms. D? What's good? What's good? I'm just curious though, as we continue to muscle through this season, do you think that these players on this list will make it throughout the training camp? Because there's some that's going to make out the training camp and there's some not. We saw it last year. It was crazy. And coaches still have some players that's pretty much on free agency. And I think they wanted to wait till they got down to where they didn't have a ton wavering amount of money. I am surprised that some players still have not been picked up that on free agency, like Natasha Cloud. Unless Natasha got picked up today. I haven't looked at the board today. I don't know who got picked up today because I've been extremely busy today. But I don't know. I just think that now them re-signing Izzy Maglemore, this is good. So because you need a veteran on that team in the post players. You have somebody to continue to help the rookies grow. Although our fam is no longer a rookie, she's a 2-year player. This would be her second year. But she still have things that she has to work on. She's only in year 2 and she's very, very young. She's extremely young. Let me get my music back on because let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. There we go. Now we've gone down. We got the best of Lauren. Lauren is going to come in as a backup to Shakira Austin. That's what the coach said. Unless the best come in and show some firepower. We know that is always a possibility for players to be able to take someone's spot. Just like they thought Angel was going to come in and Angel was just going to be a role player, sit on the bench, come in, play a couple minutes, if at best, and sit on the bench, right? But she showed them wrong. She proved them wrong. She said that's not happening. She wanted to start from the bottom, and she did. But she earned what she has. Then we turn into Chicago Sky, who picked Jaquez up at number 5. I know everyone thought that was going to be Flage. The rumor was that Flage, that's where she was going to go. Chicago Sky wanted her. It was important that they got Flage. They wanted to use Flage like they used Angel for her popularity and what they could bring to the table. But I guess he decided, nope, I got enough solid pieces. I got my veterans that has come in, and they're gonna put in work for me. They're gonna put in work, and that's, I'm assuming they're saying what is best for them. Let's see. AC Town say good pick for Seattle. You have 2 bigs who are interchangeable, yes. With Dawson and coming off the bench. Yes. Flage at the 2. Just need to work on her 3. She's gonna play a 2. She's always mentally played the 3, but it's gonna be interesting to see her play the 2 because in the W she's a 2. She's definitely a 2. Vi Cook or Heidemann at the PG. Well, remember, Heidemann may definitely start. So it's going to be interesting, too, at the PG spot. Because I'm curious as to what Seattle wants to do with Heidemann. Heidemann can be a really prolific point guard, but Heidemann hides. As you say, she's not always there. She's playing hide and seek with us here and there. So I like to see her do something different and do more. I like her to give more to the game, right? Because she plays in spurts instead of playing all the time. I need her to play all the time. She's a good point guard when she wants to be. So Flage was interchangeable from the 2 and the 3, Brian Lewis. She was interchangeable between the 2 and the 3 because her and Michaela was both in there. Michaela was your 2. Michaela ended up having to play down low sometimes because you couldn't get your post players to get it done. All right, let's get AC down. Let's see this. Let's see. Shakira Austin is likely not going to stay with Washington for much long. Washington is building their core for the future, and that's involves Citron, more maybe. Yeah, probably, and Lauren. We could see. You don't think Arafin? You don't think Kiki Arafin is going to be a part of that? You don't think that Arafin will be a part of that? Because Shakira said what she said at the end of the season. Shakira basically said the same thing that Angel said. But you see, Shakira didn't get penalized or punished or suspended or anything like that. They let her be herself, and you need to be able to be at teams and be able to express yourself, especially when you end up being the franchise player. Because in the end, that's what she was once Slim left the team. It became Shakira Austin's team. Although Citron proved diligently that she is a part of the future of Washington, and yes, you can build around her, but you're going to need more than just her, because you can have stints where she isn't. I'm not saying she's hiding. She's just not that perfect one. So you got to have multiple. The dominancy from a guard spot has to be over-wavering. I mean, there's a ton of things that you need to do. And it spells it in this W. Because as you can see, they're going a dime a dozen. 1 minute they're here, 1 minute they're not. Shakira signed. Yes, she did. She did sign a 3-year. She signed a 3-year, but it doesn't mean that at some point that when if she says something out the box that she want to go, they won't try to make waves to move her. But signing that 3-year contract, that 3-year deal, she needs to stay put and work through the process. I know it's hard when you have a team, but look, at least Washington outplayed Chicago last year. So I would be grateful if I was Shakira to have a young core like that can eventually put us in a position to be on the top while you do your job down in the post. So now this is where Shakira is going to have to lead throughout, because she pretty much is going to be, as you would call, the leader of this team. I don't want to use the word franchise player because I just don't know how badly Shakira is investing herself in this team, other than staying where she is and not going where another team offered her. But she decided, hey, I'm going to stay where I'm at if Washington can counter. And I wonder in the beginning, did Washington even want to give her that amount? But again, like you said, she had an opportunity to basically have that amount matched, which was good. Right? So, off of Washington, off of Chicago Sky, then we get into none other than the Toronto team. Kiki Rice. Was Kiki Rice the best fit for Toronto? I think so. I would have loved to see Kiki Rice. I'm not gonna lie. I think Kiki Rice could have kind of went to a few different teams. Is this one of them? Yeah. Is this one of them? I kind of say that I know that Toronto worked really hard on recruiting some really good talent. Let's just say this. just like Valks, right? Valks last year, everybody was like, no, we'll get this player, we'll get that player. And Valks ended up being where? In the playoffs. First year in the playoffs. It's these teams are stacked differently this year, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that pan out. I want to know. I'm inquiring minds, and I want to know. So, but yes, Toronto is a stacked team. Yes, somebody asked about Bree Turner. Yes, Bree Turner is in Vegas. She signed with Vegas. I knew Bree Turner was not gonna stay with. I knew she wasn't gonna stay there. Bree Turner was the one that said something in the beginning of the season when it was stated by some fans that they heard monkey sounds towards Angel Reese. That's, she was the first one to speak up in that sense. She didn't say exactly what was said, but she did say something to the effect that that could have happened, but without saying it. She said it without saying it, in other words. So, you like Kiki Rice? Jeremy likes Kiki Rice with Toronto. It's a new franchise, no expectations. There's room. Yep, there is. There is room. There's room for her to grow, especially having Sandy as your coach. Yes, Sandy Brandello. I like Sandy. Sandy works well with her players. She can get some players to kind of do some things. She just couldn't get Sloot to do no things. Sloot with no booty, as they call him. Slooty with the no booty. They said wanted out. She got to Chicago. She left Chicago and went to New York because she thought that New York was going to give her that spotlight. When that didn't happen, and the spotlight was taken away because it just wasn't her show. There's players that's better. I don't even like I don't want to go too deep into Chicago's team, right? But what they paid her is trash. What they paid her is seriously trash. Absolutely. I don't like it. And what I mean by trash, they overpaying this woman. They overpaying her not to play. She's getting more than Dejanay. Your highest paid player is Azzi. He said Azzi is the future, but you saying this is Camilla's the franchise player. Okay. All right. How is that when right now your forefront runner is Azzi Stevenson? That's what I want to know. Yes, TW. Yeah. That girl is getting paid. She getting paid. We knew that they weren't going to leave her out. They have the money. Just like they had the money to be able to pull some players they did last year. To me, them not pulling those players is like spiting Angel. But not to mention, he really truly thought that the players that he picked were going to come in and shoot lights out, because this is more of a guards game for him, where it's a high-low action for your point, for your PG and your post player, but for your guards to be dominant on the outside, knocking down shots. Oh, what'd you say? Loose Ball says, sounds like if Slew wants to play, they're going to pay until she wants to retire. Yeah, they're going to pay her. You know what? I think, what is it? She got a 3-year deal? She's got a 3-year deal. So after them 3 years, she should be ready to retire. She should be ready to retire. You back in? Let's see. ADP, you in there? Can you hear me, ADP? I'll pull you back up. See if you,
hey, Toni.
There you go. Where was you, girl?
Girl lost in the la la land.
y'all pray for ADP.
Yeah, so I deleted it on YouTube, so I won't be able to chat with you guys. I'm just gonna be out here supporting Toni because I don't know shenanigans was going on. So I got you on the laptop from my hotspot with my phone. So we're gonna see how it goes. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry you're having so many issues. Oh my gosh.
I know. Normally you send it to me, I could, get right up there. I think I kept just opening it, trying to get up there, thinking you couldn't hear me, and it just threw everything off. So it's okay. As long as I got up here to support you, I'm good.
Yeah. Brian Lewis said Azri only went back to Chicago because Sparks didn't give her the type of money. She said she always wanted to go back to Chicago, but about a couple of years ago, she was talking about how shitty Chicago. Yeah. Now, that statement right there, Brian. See, that's what social media should be pulling up. You said you always wanted to go back to Chicago, but when you were away from Chicago, you talked about Chicago like a dirty, dirty dog. Again, yes, she only came back because they offered her the money they offered her. And no, LA was not going to offer her that type of money. They probably would have re-signed her, but she wouldn't have got nearly to what she got. She probably would have less, more or less, she probably would have what Sloot has, or a little bit slightly under. So, yeah, I'm wholeheartedly agree with that. That is a fact. That is a fact. But now we talked about 1 through 6. I don't know, Yana, Karen, these other ones that's in these other slots. Let's jump to Flage, who actually have been traded, right? Traded to Seattle. Wait a minute. I see something here. What? Pick acquired. Oh, so look, she was actually supposed to go to. Y'all see where Olivia Miles was supposed to go? Pick acquired from. I just wanted y'all to see that real quick. You see that? Pick was required. It was acquired from here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. You see that? Chat. She was acquired from Chicago. So that's where she actually was supposed to go.
No way.
I wanted to go back to that. Yeah, I wanted y'all to see that. See here?
OMG.
Acquired from Chicago. So do know that that's where she was supposed to go. So I wanted to show y'all what those arrows mean. Our fam was supposed to go to LA.
Oh, this is crazy.
She not, you know why she didn't get to go to LA? Because they got a Guma K. They got a Guma K.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. Otherwise, our fam would have been in LA. She would have been in LA. And LA didn't get a pick till, I don't know. Well, that was actually the selection of when they did the trade. They ended up with that pick. But that's why that's there, right? Right here. Jaquez was supposed to go to Connecticut. She was acquired from Connecticut.
This is interesting.
Pick from Connecticut. So, yeah, look at those, y'all. Look at them. Look at them.
Thank you, Toni. We're getting the details. Yeah, because we want to know. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tika. Man, I'm talking about those picks. How these teams end up getting those picks, and where they should have gone if the picks weren't traded off, borrowed, used, stolen, whatever, transferred over for players. But this is where Jaquez would have gone. Now, Flage, we already know hers from. She was traded to Seattle. They won't even put. Let's see if this shows where she was originally supposed to be from. No, like.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they're not even showing that if. Well, no, it looked like she was going to go to Valkyrie. I don't know. I don't know. That's a
I'm
tough
glad
one.
she didn't go. That I'm glad she went. I'm glad she where she is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Seattle. I think I'm a Storm. That's perfect for her.
Yeah, the Vouts. I don't think she would have.
Uh-huh.
She kind of iffy, so I don't mess with her.
Yeah. Here it is.
Hey, oh
Johnson
my
can
gosh.
defend multiple positions, create her own shot on the perimeter or at the rim. Is high energy, has leadership qualities, and already carries herself like a pro. But consistency is the biggest question. That's coming from Charlie Krim. Charlie Krim is asking that question, and Inquiring Minds want to know. Post-draft, Johnson was drafted to Golden State, and that would have been a good situation where she could learn from veterans such as Gabby Williams, Tiffany Hayes. But then the Storm and Valkyries made a trade, and Johnson's chance to shine might be even greater. I said it, right? It's going to be greater because of the players that they have. So,
right.
Yeah. Can y'all see that? Is that blurry to y'all?
It's kind of blurry, but
yeah. Let me bring it out. Is that better?
Just a little bit. You know, I'm up here, so I don't know if they can see it.
Let's see. Let's do that, and then stretch it. Okay, tell me if that's better, guys, because it kind of looked fuzzy to me. Still blurry?
It's not you. Yeah, it's not you, Toni. It's them.
I'm just trying to bring it in and then enlarge it where it's better to see. So that the other one, this one was better.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it a little bit better.
Okay, I'll just leave right there.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So yeah, that's their deal. That's what they thought, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll bring Flage back off, bring her back down. And then you get into, there we go. Y'all like it like that, but he said, oh, that's too small. I don't know what else to tell y'all.
So you're saying, Toni, so in other words, Chicago did not want Olivia Miles? Or that they...
No, they would have gotten Olivia Miles if they didn't have all those different swaps, right?
Okay,
they were doing all those quick trades and stuff like that. So she probably ended up there because of that. And that basically, and she dropped in the draft, right? If she was 5, if she would have been 5, that would have been different. But sometimes, like, let's put it this way, UCLA cleaned up. UCLA cleaned up in the first round of the draft, which was crazy. No, Chicago wanted Olivia Miles, but they lost her from the deal. Yeah, they lost her from the deal with HBL. Yeah, that's what I told them. They lost that head on. But Flage was another action, but that's not where she ended up going. But yes, they did want Olivia Miles. They did want Olivia Miles.
Wow. Well, they definitely messed up.
But to me, this is better for Olivia Miles because, I mean, they have the guards that they need to me in Chicago. They don't have an Olivia Miles. They don't. They have a player in Skylar and all those others that they brought in. Then they brought that other Sheldon in. So you, at this point, what would you bring Olivia Miles in also when you got HVL still there? Now, is he going to keep HVL? I don't know. Is he going to try to trade HVL off sometime? I don't know. This is HVL's second season. But right now, I think she's still out with having that surgery. So, you know, that's another thing.
I don't know. Something. He get ready to do some shenanigans.
Wait a minute. There it is. The pick from previous years. Yes, the pick from previous years, Alicia.
Oh,
Alicia.
Okay.
Yeah, it was from this year. That's why they ended up with Miles. But you know what? Miles is one of those players that says T. Camilla Cheryl is not patient with it when it comes to rookies. Yes, I think I said that before. It's going to be different to see Cheryl Reese with rookies. That was the main reason why she didn't take Angel, right? So, mind you, this was another team that wanted Angel in the trade. But I don't know what they were willing to give up, or what they truly had to give up. But yes, they're recruiting her hard. They wanted her. But Fee not being there this, the start of the season and stuff like that, still on injury reserve, it makes it difficult for a player like Angel to want to go. Angel she's a let's go must win now player right now. She's like, I've been in the league 2 years. I want to be on a team that's a contending team that has a possibility of winning, the possibility of being in the playoffs to give themselves a shot. I agree with her. She's a competitor. She's a winner. That's what she wants to do.
I agree too.
Yes. So I like that. William said, hey Tony, did you see I sent you $5? I didn't. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me go to the top. Did I miss the super chat? I sure did. Hold on, y'all. I can't miss the super chat. Okay, Eddie P, you got not let me miss the super chat again.
Yeah, because they don't know when we're up here how fast that chat go.
Yeah, well, everybody's really talking, and I like that, right? So when everybody get to going with the
it goes fast, guys.
It's fast. But look what I made.
Oh, go, Tony! You ain't had to show out like that. I ain't even got my phone.
Appreciate you where I'm going. Yeah, I told
Tony
you
trying to show off.
I told you I was gonna get one up here. I told you I was gonna get one. Is it fire or what? Let's play it again. Tell me what you think. I love it, y'all. I love it. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah.
Tony is just doing it.
I told you. As that little kid said, I told y'all, Nicholas. I told y'all. Yeah, I told you. I was coming with one. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm working hard, y'all. I'm getting it together slowly but surely. I'm getting it together. It says, we can't see it, Tony. Your screen is large. You couldn't see it?
Yeah, she just messing with you. T. Carmela messing with you.
T. Carmela, don't do it.
She is showing out T. Carmela all big with the fire on the side and everything, the graphics.
It was pretty. So, yes. Now we're working our way down. We about to start cooking with grease for the got away from Flage. Dukalish, I ain't worried about Dukalish. Dukalish gonna do her things over there in Washington. She's another player that's from UCLA that's gonna have to find and pave her way, but we'll see. Now, one thing I do like about Washington, in their growth of finding their identity and building a solid foundation for their program, is they're allowing their players to just simply play. Because guess what? They have nothing to lose, right?
Right.
It's like you would call them the Bad News Bears, but they're not the Bad News Bears, because the Bad News Bears was really Chicago last year, right? However, Washington, they figured they'd just pick and pull players and do all of this stuff from different avenues from Washington. But Washington, however, was right there. They was right there. They were one win away from making the playoffs. So, I mean, what do we say? You got to get diligence. So you got some those players there. I like what they're doing. It's important. Then we move on over to number 10. Oh, Raven. MF and Johnson. Raven was picked And listening to the coach, listening to Stephanie talk last night as to how she was highly recruiting Raven and what she was looking for was a point guard. She needed somebody that had the elite defensive skill mindset, which Raven has. Raven has arrived in that category. Offensively, her shooting ability is going to continue to grow. She has improved tremendously there with her 3-ball, gotten her confidence in shooting the ball. That has been amazing for her, us watching her grow from a little bitty old baby to a grown-ass woman. That's exactly where she at. She's a grown-ass woman now, y'all. I think she's ready. The vitriol she's getting, go ahead. What you got?
No, I just want, after you finish, I want to say something.
Yeah, the vitriol that she's getting is just it's unwarranted. It's unprofound. The things that we heard last night while on the segment with Keisha and Bro Claude and myself and Duvall, listening to how all of these fans, the so-called fans, because if they were true fans of Caitlin Clark, they would not do this, right? And I'm gonna say that for a true fan of the W. And somebody that wants to see Caitlin win shouldn't behave in this manner. They shouldn't act like that. They shouldn't talk about the current players, the future players that are on this team, players that are coming in. These guys are just sitting there. Keyword, big girl, embarrassing themselves. They're embarrassing themselves. They're embarrassing Cece. I know behind the scenes, Cece is not, I mean, she is probably going through it. She's another one that we probably will never know that she sit on somebody's couch, but I'm sure she sit on somebody's couch too. Because these girls need it. These women, not girls, these women need it. They go through so much. All the pressures, all the BS that's going on, all the negative stuff that people are saying. I don't care what kind of passion you have as a player when you're on the court and you giving people grief and you talking shit. But when you come off that court, these ladies have lives. These ladies want to just rest. These ladies want to be able to come back, get themselves mentally prepared for the next game, but they got to deal with all the other rigmaroles. Granted, I get it. CC didn't say anything. CC not fixing it. CC didn't do this. CC didn't do that. I get it. Her fans have got to stop this shit. The so-called fans. I don't want to even say her fans. The ones that are trollers. They need to stop it. Because you are simply just trolling. This shit y'all got going on with this black and white stuff, you better stop. Because if you want to go back to a black and white picture, I don't think it's going to look too well for the Caucasians at that point. It's not, because I don't like to get into this little thing, right? I don't. But we aren't standing for it this time around. You know, each generation grows and grows and grows. And you think that because you grow and you want to go backwards, that because this generation has grown, that they're willing to go backwards to what their ancestors went through. They're not for that.
Oh, no, they're not.
So you got to watch your tone and watch what you say and be careful. Because guess these women have to play together. Y'all did it to Aaliyah Boston when CC first got there. You talked about Aaliyah Boston like a dog, but you know what Aaliyah Boston did? Aaliyah Boston stood back and she said, I'm just going to make it right. I'm going to figure it out, right? And then she found a way to kind of get CC to understand, look, here's where we are. And she befriended her in a sense on the court that has taken it off court. And now they have built a great chemistry together. And you would hope the same thing happens. It sounds like for a moment that it does the same thing when it comes to Mitchell. Mitchell took a beating the first year. Mitchell took a slaughter, right? She took more of a beating than AB did. And then she came back this last season and she killed it. She killed it. She didn't defer, didn't allow herself to be second fiddle to nobody. But they got to stop that crap, man. It's Raven is there to do nothing but help that team win. You have what you call a winner. She has a winning mentality. She has come from the winningest program that you have seen thus far in this era, We're not talking about from Gino, UConn. That's the winningest team ever, right? When it comes to the NCAA women's, we're talking about here and now. Like, where are we now, right? You waved off of Raven. You basically told Raven she wasn't shit. Angel came back, popped you in the mouth, won a title, and then here we are. It's negative Annie, through and through,
Toni
over and
got
over.
super chat.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm not for that, y'all. We got to get over that nonsense. We got to get over it. It is crazy. Let's hit it. All right, William Goins with another super chat. Yeah, man. Yeah. Williams going. Thank you for the $5 super chat, William. Going. I appreciate you so much. Cece needs to speak up, make a statement against those weirdos. It's sickening. Those are her people, right? Because they say they're her people, so she has to figure out a way to fix this. I totally agree with that. I would love to see her come out and say something to make. You can't make it go away because they're going to continue to do it because they've just been so free because of the way our country is to just talk so profoundly immoral. The immoral ethics that they have has allowed them to be able to just do things like this, and it just seems to continuously be unheard and unseen. But if someone of color, of any other nationality do this, and how dare we? How dare we? It's insulting to them. Oh, it's not insulting to this young lady? It's very insulting to this young lady. This young lady had to go through it while she was in college. She sat on somebody's couch. Now she got to go sit on somebody else's couch again. I hope she built that wall up like Angel, and her being really close with Angel. I hope that and her being in this league, they'll have even more conversations about mental health awareness and different things like that for her to continue to get through this rough patch that she's actually getting ready to go through. It won't be a matter of what we say. She is going to go through it, guys. She is going to go through it, period. The Wanabana went through it. The Wanabana said, before it get too hot and heavy, I'm out this joint. I'm out of here. She wasn't going to do it no more. Oh, go ahead, ADP. You had something to say on that.
This is just coming from me about what I think about something. This is all ADP thoughts. I gotta ask Toni this. Toni.
Sure.
When it came to the UCLA players, right, in this draft, and they went higher than we expected, do you believe some shenanigans was going on behind the scenes as a get back for South Carolina beating UConn? Because remember now, they talk behind closed doors.
No, I don't. I'm gonna say this, and I know that UCLA just pretty much swept, with the players that they brought in. They just swept the first round. I get it. There was like one or two players in the second round, so they did extremely well. I'm gonna say this, and I gotta say it from a perspective that I'm not favoring the fact that they did that, and I'm not saying that they meant something by it, right? When you look at some of the players, I think that Raven could have gone maybe 8th, but that would have put Flage 6, 7. But Kiki Rice, again, when you're looking at positions, right? Could she have gone to maybe the new Toronto team? She could have if she'd gone 6th. And now we're speaking of Raven, right? Yes. Flage's position is different. Raven position is different. From a point guard perspective, let's go to the point guards on the board, 1 through where Raven is, 1 through 10, right? You have Olivia Miles. You're somewhat using Azzi as one of those, right? So Azzi, Olivia Miles, and then Kiki. So you're saying that maybe Raven should have gone before Kiki? I think it was a battle of Raven and Kiki in that playoff game. Kiki has earned Raven has earned her way. But I think throughout both of their 4-year tenures, Raven is such a winning young lady. And I think that at some point she probably should have gone a little bit sooner than she did. But I don't know if I would have wanted her with any one of those teams. I wouldn't have wanted her with Chicago. She could have helped Chicago, but learned from Skylar Diggins, right? All the other teams that we would have loved to have seen her go to didn't have any early picks and not for that position. So it's
gotcha.
Yeah, they got picked up based on
fit, position. Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
but
you don't look. Remember, he said he playing bets behind Shakira. Well, why he draft her? Oh,
well, no, you're good. You speak. He's saying behind Shakira because I don't know. You got to remember, Shakira, her first 2 years, she was prone with injuries. Even last year, in her 3rd year, right? She had a few games where she was just out. You got to have a reliable big, and you got to have somebody to replace her if she does go down.
Right.
So I totally agree with that. I don't like him using the term playing behind her, right? She's another big that's coming into Washington to help, Kiki and Austin, right? Well, really Austin, because they're gonna play, of course, that big 5 position. So yeah, you want to use those terms, although it's just terms of endearment. I don't think they meant anything by it. Sometimes verbiage can get people caught up, and when it gets them caught up, they just don't know. They're not thinking, right? They're not processing. They know what they want to say, but when you're in front of that camera, sometimes your words are just changed around. Some people you have to kind of sit there. One of the things that I've learned in this whole process of, in this adulthood and being able to balance and do things is sometimes you just have to think a second before you speak. And then when you do that, you can say things with a much more clear mind. If it's something that you're getting ready to say that just isn't there, you go, well, yeah, it's that way sometimes. You don't want it to always be, but sometimes that's just the way it freaking is. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think that for Raven is I think she could do something great for Indy if Indy fans could just leave her alone. It's not a team that we want her at, right? Nobody really wants her there. They don't want her to go through what she's getting ready to go through. But I think she'll be fine. I think she'll get through it. She has a more sound intention right now than she did when she had to go through it in college. And so she's grown. And like I said, she's a grown-ass woman now. She's not no little girl who's crying over spilled milk. And for the fans to continue to cry over spilled milk is a problem for me. They got to get over that. I just hope I'm always on a good mind frame when I see that stuff. And because I know me, I'll start typing something and my words are just nasty. And then I have to look over it before I send it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna send it, and then I just don't send it.
Yeah, right? I do the same thing too, because I had did a show with her and Bets, and man, Toni, that thing was deep. So I'm glad to see that she did post on IG and Angel and all them supporting her and stuff like that. Just the positive stuff you get to see, and how we can continue to use our podcasts and stuff, to uplift her. But man, it was deep.
Right.
For her.
You're right, Real Money. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Absolutely. You're right. Nobody but the content critics. You're absolutely right. They do silly stuff. But what I heard on what we all heard on X last night was just off the wall. Man, that was that was crazy. And they didn't stop there.
Whew.
Yeah.
Man. It depends on which one, because Threads don't tolerate a lot of that, but them other like Twitter and all that, they be letting people say and do whatever. And Won't even block them, but it's
Yeah,
crazy how
yeah,
they pick and choose.
yeah. They,
Which
they're gonna
what
they're gonna continue to
yeah,
pick and choose. They're crazy
yep,
like that.
yep,
They're gonna
yep,
continue to pick and choose.
yep, because they like it. So yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna continue to pick and choose. We
I
want them
just
to think long and hard before they start saying things. And let me tell you something. I'm
I'm
around a lot
glad
of
she chose her
nationalities,
words
man.
carefully. Yeah, I know you are, Tony.
Exactly. You just there's certain things that you just don't say. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story. Right.
Go
I was
ahead,
in
Tony.
base. I was in basic training. I was 17 years old. My mama had to sign a waiver for me to go in the military because I was so young. You can't join the service until you're 18, but you can go with 17 if your parents sign a waiver. So my mom signed a waiver. She didn't want to. She signed a waiver for me to go into the military. And as you can see, I've been doing that a long time. I'm 51 years old. I'll be 52 next month. Um, and I was in basic training. And, again, you're around a lot of different nationalities. And I was in uh, a company with a young lady who was from, where was she from? She was from Maine. She was from Maine. And she, you know how they are up there, right? I wasn't aware of that. I was new. I'm from New Orleans. We're in our own little world over there. We don't care about other third world countries, other people. We're a third world country ourselves in New Orleans because we do our own thing, right? But I was in basic and I ran across this lady, this young girl, and she called one of the girls nigger. And when she said that, and I don't like to use that word, but she said the N word, and I immediately snapped. And when I say I snapped, I beat that girl up so bad, man. They send me to every single drill sergeant in the entire battalion. And when I say it's a
What?
lot of drill sergeants, and they sent me to every drill sergeant, said, "Smoke me, drill sergeant, smoke me." I got smoked by every drill sergeant. They say, "Well, what you did?" They just know this happened. They just my drill sergeant told me to come see. He said, "Smoke me, drill sergeant, smoke me, drill sergeant," and every drill sergeant smoked me. Right? I was doing push-ups, up downs, rolling up hills, down hills, hugging trees,
Dang.
push-ups upside down. Oh yeah, I got smoked. And after I got smoked, they said, "What happened?"
Oh,
I told them what happened. And the drill sergeant was so mad, he picked up his desk. Before he knew it, he picked up his desk and he flipped the bitch over. He flipped his desk upside down. You said what?
Yes.
Every drill sergeant in the company was of other nationalities, mostly African Americans. He lost it. And he goes, "Why didn't you say anything in private?" I said, "Say what?" I said, "I'm here for fun. This is fun for me. Mama
yeah,
getting
you
smoked.
beat up, Tony.
Look, you can smoke me every day of the week for busting somebody's head open for saying something like that. You smoke me every day." And I did get smoked every day, y'all, because I was smart. I was bad. I was real bad in basic. I got smoked every day. And it's because it wasn't like a bad thing, right? I was so athletic and energetic that it didn't matter what they did to me. They could never tire me out.
So.
So when I say they tell you to roll up a hill, who rolls up a hill? Now you landing, you rolling up a hill. It was the funniest shit I ever had. It was in South Carolina, Fort Jackson. And anybody know they got a whole lot of fire ants, boy, and a lot of scorpions. And we had ants standing in formation, man. Ants roll all up your boots and got inside your boots, and you standing there, you doing the boogie dance because you got ants all up your pants. But yeah, but yeah, man, I just, for me, that stuff used to trigger me, but I'm older now and I know how to kind of deal with moments like that after traveling the world, going to different countries, doing different things and stuff like that. You tend to calm down as you grow and you get to see just how life truly is, right? Like I said, I was an old Louisiana girl from New Orleans. All we know about is when we fight and pew, 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 pew. That's all we do down there. We fight and pew, pew, pew. That's all we do, right? But I was a hothead, but I'm as calm and cool as a pickle. You wouldn't have even known. But yeah, you say stuff even now. If somebody say that word, it's just a trigger mechanism. You just gotta stop. You can't do that, because you don't know the type of person you're dealing with. And the girl, she apologized, but it was too late. I had already busted up. I said, I told her, now apologize to her. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to her.
Go ahead, Toni. You told her.
Yeah, I beat up pretty bad, y'all. I did. I beat up pretty bad. He said, I was in the Army Reserve. It's like, you goddamn weekend warriors. Y'all always doing something.
Oh, man.
Always doing something. That's what they call us, weekend warriors. And then after I graduated, I was like, you know what? Send me full time. I'm going regular. You sure you want to do that private? I sure do. Where you want to go? Send me as far away from this damn country as you can. And I took the first overseas gig I could take, and that was Korea. And I went to Korea, and I had a damn ball. I had a ball.
You told see Korea told.
But he said, we're gonna say, Toni, I thought New Orleans people wasn't from Louisiana.
That's what y'all be saying.
New Orleans is its own place. It's its own place.
Dang, Toni.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I tell anybody it's a great place to visit, but you don't want to live there. It's a great place to visit. Hey, always go visit, y'all. Have a ball, but don't. I mean, if you want to live there, you can. I'm from there. I know what it's like, so it's easy for me to say that. But y'all may want to go there and enjoy yourself. It's super clean. It is what it is. Oh, look at that super check. I got another super check. I got a domino check. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
You cooking today. Cooking.
Mr. Johnson, baby. Look at that. I appreciate that with much love. I appreciate that, Mr. Johnson, FBA. I salute you, Miss So Pretty Toni. Greetings, Miss ADP. That's for you, ADP. I appreciate both of your basketball perspectives, and I'll be officially retired from the Army. Hey, August this year. Well, you go ahead, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm still in the uniform. I can't show my uniforms. They be tripping on us. But yeah, still in it, still moving. I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. I appreciate
thank you for your
much
service.
love. I'm getting ready to go to SLC at the end of the month. So, best of luck to me in school. I'll be going to SLC. So we're going to make it work. It's all good though. But yeah, it's William Goins, you got jokes about New Orleans, don't you? I was in New Orleans.
He's from there.
He's funny. Let me tell you about William Goins. William Goins, he wasn't raised there. Says, Toni, I was in New Orleans a while after Katrina, staying in the damn FEMA trailer. Yep. Let me tell you, that's another story within itself. One day we're gonna have some simple conversations on here, not about basketball, but about life. And I'll tell you another quick one. I brought my whole family, all that I can scrounge up to Texas from Katrina. And they literally drove. They left like the day before at like 1 p.m. and they didn't get to me until 6 a.m. That's how backed up traffic was to get out of Louisiana. And then right when they got there, I think, was it 6 something? Yes. And I think like shortly thereafter that, once everybody got out of the car, you turned on the news, then you saw New Orleans flood. We watched it flood. We was like, wow. I was
in tears about that.
My brother's house flooded. All you could see was just the roof. My mom's house was flooded. It was flooded, but not underwater. My brother's house was underwater. His house was underwater for sure. So yeah, them trailers was something else. But everybody, they didn't want to stay where they were. They didn't want a newfound life. They wanted to go back, so they went back, and that's how they lived. They gutted out houses, went scrounged up what they could, gutted out houses, knocked them down, rebuild them, do whatever they needed to do. But yeah, back to that whole situation where it's either you or me, and it's like we're one race. No, man, we're one country. We're not one race. We're one country. Because if we were one race, I don't think we'd be going through what we're going through. I just like to see people continue to work together, figure out a way to be humble in their aspects, try to do things that align with what's right. But those of us that believe in what's right, I think those that are doing what they're doing believe in what's right, but they figure if they go this one route, they'll have a better chance. And no, there's no chance in hell. There's no chance in hell. You got me messed up. I ain't taking it from nobody. I won't. It's the way it is. You don't like it? Like I said, do something about it. That's my favorite word. You don't like it, do something about it.
Toni, they did my daughter's father, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had a situation like that where they was on the highway in Carolina, and they the guy rolled his window down and called him the you know what word. And so the next thing he had his boom boom, and he lifted it up and rolled the window down, and the guy took a picture, and they gave him 30 days for that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You always end up being the wrong person if you do that to try to defend yourself. You can't defend yourself. It's
So
crazy.
it's crazy. It's crazy. If you don't have that, and I ain't trying to say that, but if you don't have that G on the back of your tag, if you know what I mean, it's a different story. But them G's, you got a G on that tag, they ain't messing with you.
Uh-huh.
So he ain't had one of them up there. He ain't had that Mason sign.
Yep. That's crazy. I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I wish at some point they'll figure it out. I mean, even if the world have to come to an end. We'll all know our faith at that point. At some point, everybody end up in the pine box at some point. Whether it be a full body pine box or a little cubicle full of ashes, you end up in one of them. So it is what it is, or you fall in the pits of hell. That's just life. That's how I think about it. But we were talking about Raven.
Yeah.
And will Raven should Raven have gone a little bit sooner? What do you think about that?
Well, I think she should, even though I wanted her at 13. I wanted everybody at 13, guys, so it didn't even matter. But I just felt like that I felt like she earned her place to be earlier than what she was. But it's like the way the shenanigans was on Toni, it wasn't no guaranteed. The way they were trading and swapping and all that kind of stuff, it was no guarantee she still wasn't gonna go to the Fever.
Right. She wasn't gonna go. She was still gonna go. I believe in Stephanie White as a coach. I like Stephanie White. Unfortunately, she didn't get over the hump when she had the team she had in Connecticut, because I thought that they had some great pieces there. Dewana Bonner being Showboat Bonner, I think kind of cost them in a little bit, because Dejanay played her best basketball there. She played her best basketball. But going to Fever and doing what she's doing and pulling people together, I was able to get to. Oh my gosh! Say that then. I'm sorry, I was looking at something. That's my tax guy. I'm looking at wee boy, that girl. Anyway, y'all don't mind me sometimes. I get a little crazy sometimes. No, but I think that for Raven, it's a great fit. I like what Stephanie White is doing. I don't have no vitriol for CC. I want to see CC when I want to see Angel win more, right? So you have your favorites. You have people you want to watch.
Oh, Toni, big girl.
Oh, big girl. What she say? Breaking news. Alicia Clark signed with the Wings. Oh, really? Interesting. All right, Clark. Let's see. I'll get on over to X
You ain't
and
got to the wings yet.
in a second. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to look up Clark here for a second.
Did you get to the Sparks yet, Toni?
No, not yet.
Okay, because you saw what I sent, right?
Why would she leave? I'm trying to understand, why would she leave? Well, I mean, she's trying to get to another winning program. It's interesting that they all left Seattle. She was traded to Seattle because she wasn't playing where she was when she left Vegas. So, but I'm glad to see her sign. Dallas is going to be a contending team. Well, it's breaking news for me, gang, because I hadn't been able to look at threads and stuff just yet, or X. I've had a long day of work today. Toni No AC left Seattle and went to Washington. Is that what it was? Seattle went to Washington, and now, hey, whichever way she went. Oh my God! Look! The players move around so much.
I know.
Yeah, that's because no, he's right, because I remembered Wheeler was playing more. So that is absolutely correct. Went to Washington, so she didn't want to stay with Washington. So Washington's still losing people. All right, Washington. I don't know what y'all gonna end up doing. So we're done with Raven. We know what we expect of Raven. Raven is gonna do well. White is a good coach for her. Unfortunately, she got to deal with some of the dramas that come along with it, unless something happens and she decides she wants to trade or she doesn't fare well. And Stephanie White just wants to sit her on the bench. But if she sit on the bench, I'm there. It's going to be one of those things like, man, can you trade me? What about Cody McMahon, y'all? Because Cody McMahon went 11. She went right behind Raven. What do you think about Cody? Do you think that Cody should have gone before Raven?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, what Cody, don't come for me. You my dog too, girl. I just stopped at you. Okay, don't worry about it. But Toni asked me that question.
Hey, no, you okay? Cody understand.
I don't.
Dallas is stacked. I think what Court and Jose did this offseason. I like what they did too.
I don't know. I'm just feeling
I thought I was already a member. You better member me up. You got a ranch, man. You better member me up. Member. So Cody, I think Cody going where she's at. To give Cody an opportunity to hit the floor running. She is going to play. She will be on the court for Washington. She will be on the team. You pair her with Citron, Austin, and Kiki. That's a good run and gun team, but she still got to get used to the style of play of the W. I think she's gonna be fine. And look at that, I got a new member. Guess what? I got one for that too. Thank you for becoming a member, Williams. I appreciate you. Boy, look at that girl. That girl fancy now. I'm fancy now.
Yeah, you fancy. Fancy Toni.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she in there.
I'm in there. Oh yeah. Mr. Johnson say, the Mystics are going to be a problem this year. Yeah. I think that the pieces that they picked up, adding Cody to what they already have, Citron is killing from her guard position. Taking the ball and not having her do the full load with trying to bring the ball up along with a PG. I think Cody adding to that, she's very physical. She has the build and size of a W player. She's extremely strong. So let's see what she does and hope that she doesn't shy away. I don't think she will. She is. Oh, she is.
Yeah, I don't think she will. I think she'll do pretty good.
Yeah, she is definitely ready. Definitely ready. I will
think she's a
definitely say that.
dog. She's a dog.
Yeah, that she is. Moving right along. Let's see. We got now Okot. I'm gonna skip number 12 for Connecticut from France, and I'm gonna go to Okot. Number 13. Okot with your girl Angel.
Oh yeah, they already great, awesome. I think it's great.
Why you up there? Why you saying that loose ball? Why you saying that loose ball? You hope
man,
I hope they
upset ATL.
No, man.
Loose ball, come on, man. Like really? This is what we doing, loose ball in 2026?
Come on, loose ball. Hey, let's see what they do. I mean, if they do, then it's well deserved. Now, when they lose, loose ball, he said, "Cause Washington is a good team." So you don't think that what they have on Atlanta will contend with Washington?
I'm telling you, because look how unrivaled was with a young team. They did great, but I'm just saying, don't get it twisted. Loose ball is on. You know that, right?
He said, William, you can put your gun away now. He said, Louisiana, boy, y'all something.
Dang, he said they gonna.
I don't know. Hey, that's your pick. Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna have a conversation about that too. Make sure you're in the chat when we playing, when Atlanta playing Fever, and when Washington playing Fever, and then when Washington playing Atlanta. I want to see all of them intertwined. That's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying ATL is bad, but Washington scares me. I mean, they have a fierce young core.
Yeah,
they have a fierce young core. But remember, Angel's young, Nas is young.
Yeah.
Ryan is young.
Mm-hmm.
And Gray ain't that far removed. I mean, she's mid numbers. She's a little over mid numbers, but she's still running and gunning. She just like her BFF, Asia Wilson. I mean, they got young legs still.
Mm-hmm. They got a good front court and back court, and Angel and Okot already plotting. So
yeah, and we're not going to even talk about the PG that they got. I mean, she is so freaking fast. She is fast.
They did it fast. Now you talking about a team that did it like a very strategic. That was the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah, I like what they did. They kept their core. They didn't need to change anybody. They just needed to add some oomph, and they did that at Angel.
Yep,
they did that in Angel, so I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's go, drill sergeant. Let's go. I'm sorry.
and I might have 100 teams like Gummy, but y'all don't come at me because it's just they got our players everywhere. So, we got.
It could be Kiki's year to stand out. I think Kiki Irvin has a great opportunity to do some things, but I think that she will definitely, if not at least be the same player she was, which was not a bad start. Her growing as a player, to me, is good. So let's just see. I love Kiki. I love Kiki like I love Angel. I think they're two great, competitive, strong-willed post players. I love what Ryan Howard is doing. I like what CeCe's doing. CeCe just has to get her defense together. And not jack up so many shots that when she knows it's not for her, right? If she plays within the realm of the game, I think right now everybody in the W have respect for her. So it's not that nobody doesn't have respect for her, right? We are just simple fans that are out here voicing our own opinion and giving our takes. I just think that defensively she has to do some things a little bit better and then stop jacking up the shots that she do, right? Shoot what you can make. And don't force what you can't. And because this is not make it, take it. If I make it, I take it. That's not this type of game. But yes, Liberty is another team that's going to be right there. All the teams, I'm going to tell you right now, have pulled some players on their roster to be a competitive team. As sad as I want to say it, so has Chicago Sky, right? They've put themselves to be competitive. And let's see if it pans out. You going with Camilla and Big Girl, so let's see. She only averaged 15 shots. No, I thought she averaged like 20. I mean, if the 15 to 20 shots she taking can kind of put her in the get inside the paint a little bit, because she is definitely a sure shot mid shooter. I've seen her shoot the mid shot, and it's a short shot. Everything don't have to be the deep ball. So, I mean, I want to see her take some middies. Like we said that for Team USA, and guess what? She shot a couple of those long balls, and then she went in and she shot a couple middies, and they were knockdowns. I'm cool with that. You could put up 20, 30 points. I don't care. As long as you're shooting shots that you know that you're going to make. Every last one of those long balls are not shots. Deep balls, she's not going to make at all. Yes, the deep ball is for entertainment. So when you're trying to win, that shouldn't be your priority. Shouldn't be. Let's see. Real Money says every player thinks they're going to make every shot they take, Toni. As a professional superstar, you have to play with a certain level of delusion. Oh, Real Money, you're right. They do. But look, some of them are smart players. Everybody think that every shot they're going to take is a perfect shot, but we also are taught that, hey, if a shot don't go in, you keep shooting, right? So that's CC's mentality. Hey, I didn't make this one, but I'm going to shoot the next one because I'm going to make it. Oh, I didn't make 5 in a row, but I'm going to keep shooting, so I'm going to make another one. That's everybody's mentality, to keep shooting, right? Because everybody think that every shot they take is going to end up being like that, but no, it just doesn't happen that way. And watch out for Storm. I think, like I said, all the teams are pretty competitive, y'all. I went over just the first group. I didn't get all the way down. We know what Okot's going to bring. Okot coming in and learning from Angel is going to be great for her. I know she did try to petition to stay back in college another year, and they didn't give it to her. So, of course, she had to declare for the W, which, of course, is cool. ADP came off. There she go.
Hey, Toni, sorry about that.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I figured you had something to do. I know that she's going to come in and she's going to do well, but I know like I said, she wanted to stay back another year and play another year with South Carolina, and they didn't give her that eligible year. But however, she's here. She's going to learn. She's going to grow. It'll be well. It just depends on who they can get in there, how they rotate, because, Nas got to hit the floor. Either it's going to be either Angel and Nas, or it's going to be Angel and Jones. Bree Jones. Or is it going to be Bree Jones and Nas? And Angel's going to come off the bench. I don't think that the person that's coming in that just made your arena jump prices go up, all seats are filled, and probably going to have to move some more games up out of that gym to a bigger stadium, spells you need to sit here on the bench and we'll call you when we need you. I don't see that happening. But that Atlanta has so many pieces. Oh, we have the ROTY question. Yeah. Well, yes, we do. It's either OM or AWA or BITS. Yeah. We're going to see. And no way AR comes off the bench. Right. Facts. We just talking here. And that better not be the case. I don't think that's not even that coach's mindset. So he's going to have a talk with one of them other bigs and see how they implement themselves, because you can even take Nas and put Nas at the 3. Her field goal percentage was stable in USA basketball. We had never seen her play at the level she played at last season. I think it was the groin injury. I'm sorry, that looked like an A. I need to look over here. Okay, now I can see a little clear. Looks like that groin injury, but now her legs are back under her. Yeah, her legs are back under, and then we look at, I'm sure we're gonna see some more deep balls. But again, I like to see her play like she played in Team USA. I like to see her play like that, right? She was a team player. She made the right reads. She didn't force shots. She just took her time, and she still ended up outscoring in some games. Just doing just that, just being just a as you would call a typical player. And to me, that's when you really stand out, not when you're trying to overdo it or do too much for a player like that, right? I think the deep ball will come, and you take some and you take some middies. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So we'll see. But Ocott coming in and filling in for Angel. I know they're probably going to want to see her on the floor. I can't guarantee that Ocott should have equitable amount of minutes as a rookie and still learning. I don't know. We'll see. I just know that guy is pretty good at making sure that his players touch the floor, especially when games are blowouts. So it's going to be nice to see what Ocott does once she gets on the court. And Mayer was number 14. Do you all think that she should have been 14? Or should she have gone sooner in the draft? Tell me. Atlanta is scary. We know it's still a bigs league, yeah. Y'all tell me what you think about Mayer. Mayer going to Seattle. She's gonna be there with Fly. And she's gonna be there with Fly and your true Twin Towers, our fam, and you got Maglemore, and you got big girl also, Miss Duncan Romer. Man, she gonna come in the league dunking this year. It's gonna be crazy. She gonna come in the league dunking on some folks. It's crazy. Y'all get out the way. Don't get dunked on. Don't get dunked on. Yeah, she gets playing time in Seattle for sure. I think it'd be good to see Mayer come off the floor. Come on to the floor. It would be nice to see that for sure. What you think about it, Eddie P? Oh, okay, I got you, Eddie P. Y'all tell me what you think. Dunk fest for sure. Yes, it's gonna be a dunk fest. I just look, y'all, don't. If she's on a fast break, just let her have it, right? Just let her have it. They're showing Ocott right now. This the coach. Let's see what he's saying. They showing kind of like a little bit of her highlights, y'all. Let me send this, and then I can post it. As a matter of fact, it's on my Insta. Let me go to my Instagram. Let's see if I put my Instagram over here. It just shows up so much faster on my phone. Let's see, Instagram. We're watching. Oh, here it is. Let me put it on. Let me press pause. I don't know if I don't want to put the sound on, because then they're gonna be like, you're gonna strike because you're playing that music. Let's pull this down for a second. Let me pull up. Let's pull this up. We was just talking about old Acre. Y'all. Just talk about old Acre. Let's see. Let's get old Acre up there. Let's see.
Ocott from South Carolina.
Let's turn off the sound, y'all, because then they go like, oh, you playing that music. You don't have the rights to that music. Okay, she gets a steal there. She's off, and she gets the one and one. Let's go. Mind y'all, she's been playing 6 years. 6 years. 6 years. She's learning the game the right way. Block party. Up. I'll snag that. That's me. Okay, said I'm coming in and I'm looking to take somebody minutes. This is my girl right here. I gotta let y'all listen. Shout out to Hoops for Hotties.
My name is Mariah, and this is Hoops for Hotties, where I explain what's going on in the basketball world for the girls, the gays, the days, and the straight men who don't admit they're not actually watching basketball. And why the hell did they send my good sis to the Barstool Barbies? Oh my God. Context, if you're not a basketball fan, Raven was one of the most underrated players in basketball this year, and she was drafted last night. Every little girl who plays basketball's dream to the Indiana Fever, one of the most popular organizations in the W. They're getting a bougie new facility. They've got Caitlin Clark, one of the most talented players in the W. Aaliyah Boston, another number one pick who went to South Carolina where Raven went. Like, on paper, this is a perfect situation. In real life where we live, Raven publicly has said that because of the bullying she experienced from Caitlin Clark fans, she literally considered quitting basketball. Watch this video.
And then another adversity would probably be Caitlin Clark.
And look at how far Caitlin Clark is playing off of Raven Johnson. Caitlin Clark, left side. She doesn't even look at her, waves her hand as if to say, I don't care about you. I'm not defending you.
That's one reason I hate the internet now. Because of that situation. Like, I got bashed, I got bullied, I got called all these things that I wasn't, aka like a monkey or this, I don't know, like it was just things like that. And I just think I wanted to quit basketball at that time. And I wanted to just go in this little bubble of isolation and just be by myself. And I think, I leaned on God. I had some wonderful teammates, wonderful people in my life, like I said, and they helped me find that light, and it put so much fuel to the fire to me to go back the next year, and we were undefeated and met that team again, and we beat them. So I think it was all God's plan.
Raven is a very joyful, bubbly girl. Like, even after they lost in the championship, she was like, I'm being bubbly because this is just who I am, even if I'm hurt on the inside. And she couldn't even get that full smile out. I mean, you could just tell the energy. Everybody
look at her face.
Everybody knew what the hell was going on. And after she was drafted to the Fever, they started a Twitter space to make fun of her. When the Fever announced that they drafted Raven, the comments in that post were crazy. Yeah. If you think I'm being dramatic, Indiana Fever fans edit Black women's faces onto the body of George Floyd whenever they don't like the way that they play against Caitlin Clark. Yeah. My hope is Indiana Fever fans try to prove us wrong by embracing Raven and treating her very kindly and with lots of respect, and she is the best season of her life. That is my hope. I hope that they prove me wrong. Too. But I just have a feeling that in these comments of this very video, they're going to prove me oh so right. You might not be
right. Let's see. Oh, baby, I got your stuff right here. Let's see. I'm curious to see what's in the comments. Let's just take a look. One says CC needs to start telling her fans to stop because the silence is making her look like she agrees with them. Of course, which some of us always say, the trolls just troll. Yeah, real fans are happy. Of course, they're happy as F for her, for sure. I love it. And I say the same thing. Trolling is trolling. You wish that the trolling wouldn't get this bad, but it is typical. It's just outlandish, right? It's sometimes so hard to root for CC, for Caitlin, because she has the most toxic fan base in the league. I know we would definitely truly love to cheer for her, right? But again, look at some of the comments up underneath there. It says, too late, they're not gonna listen to her, and the feud of fire on fire has already begun. Right? It's true. This is my issue with her. She needs to speak up. If that's not what she stands for, she has the worst fan base. She openly spoke about it, but you can't tell a racist to stop being racist, because that's not what I'm about. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And it just gets further down into some stuff. And it just seems like everybody so far has said some really nice things in the comments underneath her post. But I just like to pull things up like that. Praying for God's protection over Raven is spiritual warfare time over this one. It is. Oh, now here comes one. Many black players have reported that they were taunted with racial slurs by Fever fans. Fever fans' behavior is often discussed, so there's no way that the organization doesn't know how a portion of their fans act. But they never do anything to stop it. Use your platform to tell fans it won't be tolerated. You can say this all day, guys, but I'm going to tell you right now, when people want to say what they want to say, you can't stop fans from saying what they want to say, unfortunately, because of our country is so free. And I'm going to tell you, it's one of those things that, like I said, traveling abroad and being around different cultures and different settings in different countries and nationalities and stuff like that, I found that it's only one race that's like this. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. You would want stuff like this to stop, but the only way it stops is if only one person makes it happen. And I just think at some point, she ran with the narrative. She allowed it to go and fester on between her and Angel because that's what they wanted. Let's make money off of this. And so now it's no longer that at that point, like this isn't something that you should be taking lightly. This isn't something that you should be saying is the correct thing. Let's see. You're always linking everything. You're always linking everything back to CC, to Caitlin Clark. It's obvious why you're upset. Caitlin Clark has the career you thought you would have. That you thought you would have. What are you talking about? Who is this person? This is this person. This person is her goal. Come on. Is this what you do? You're a soccer player, or you just love soccer? You just follow soccer because this is what you want to do? Or that's what you're just saying because you just don't know what you're talking about? This is for you, her gold medal, gold media. Her gold media. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Talking about somebody wish they had the career that girl have. All of these women in the W have the same career she have. What are you talking about? What you talking about? As a matter of fact, it's a lot of them that make more money than she does. What you talking about? In the league itself. We're not talking about outside the league. We're talking about in the league within itself, right? The narrative that is spewed out afford her to make the money she's making outside of the sport. Let's just be honest with it. But we're not going to get all of it to that because I'm not going to make this show about this situation right here. Because I just think it's flat out just downright dumb, silly. I'm sorry. That it's silly that it happens. It's silly that we have to go through this. It's silly that they don't see nothing wrong with what they're doing and saying. If one of these players unalive themselves behind this, then what they're going to say? Well, she just did it on her own. If a person did that and left a note saying, this is why I did it, because of all the things that CC fans have said about me, then what are you going to say? Well, she wasn't strong enough for this sport. She has to be able to take it. No, nobody has to take that. Nobody has to take that at all. But it is what it is. So are we going to get off of that? I want to see Raven do well. I want to see her be successful. But back to Okot. Okot being in a position to do what she's doing and playing and being under someone like Angel is amazing. I'm looking at a question here. It says, does the Chicago Sky's new players make up for trading Angel Reese? Somebody tell me that in the comment. I'm trolling my butt off right now, y'all. Oh man. See, she can go to the league and tell them it's a detriment to her mental health. They can trade her. There's no rule that says she can't. True as Seaside Town. That is absolutely true. If it's detrimental to her health and she feels like it's gonna be a whirlwind and cost something, the question is just who's going to be willing to trade for her, right? She can go to the commissioner. She could go to Stephanie White and say it, but if Stephanie White can't get a trade for her, unfortunately, she's going to have to kind of stay in it and deal with it, unfortunately. Or take what you would call a leave of absence, a sabbatical where she just doesn't play for that year while she get herself mentally together, as they would say. But there's your social media. The good thing, like Raven says, she doesn't do too much social media anymore, and I'm glad she don't. And that's one of the big reasons why she don't, because of what happened to her that year. But then again, like she said, she battled through it. She sat on somebody's couch. She took time out. She closed out the noise, and she got herself where she needed to be. Now she's playing there. Let's hope and pray that it doesn't end up being in that light for her. I think Cece will embrace her. Of course, when you go on social media, only two people on that team send a congratulations and welcome to the team. I just want y'all to know that. Yep. Cece wasn't one of them. That would have been nice for her to go on her social media, whether she's doing it or she has someone managing it for her, because that's what she does. She has somebody managing it for her because she really doesn't engage too much with social media, but she knows what's going on in social media, right? You should have had somebody go in there and welcome Raven in. That would have showed your fan base that, hey, you're over what happened in college. You're over it. Don't you think? Yeah, we're gonna see what happens in that CB. We're gonna see what happens. Chata. I can't wait to see what takes place in that capacity. I think it's cool. If this girl will stop using this face, this does not look like my face. This may look like I got a ton on my face. I need a slimmer body. Let's go up here. Let's see. Oh, Claude, your team will still lose. Somebody who said this to Bro Claude? Somebody sent a message to Bro Claude, y'all. I love B22 194. Told Bro Claude, y'all, listen. Bro Claude, your team will still lose in Jesus' name. You're not a real Angel supporter. You're supporting her ops, and she's taking notes. That's funny. Oh my God. Brooklyn said, first off, don't disrespect me because I didn't disrespect you, and don't use Jesus' name to idol worship like the Hebrews did in Moses. Y'all, they are so funny. Back to this. No need in really going through the second and third round draft picks. My biggest thing was the first round, and to talk about this first round and were you all comfortable with some of the way where most of the players went, how the guards was selected and picked. I think Nipkins being the last and final first rounder, number 15, for UCLA. I mean, from UCLA to Connecticut. I guess it's a thing. Let's just hit the second round. Just let me look at the second round real quick. Let me put that back up. Not this. Why does it always change to that? Let me fix this back, y'all. I don't know why it does that, but let's go back and pick this one. Okay, I'm back on the screen now. Second round. Oh, let's close this because we already talked about Suarez. Suarez was traded to Valks from Toronto. Yeah, Valks from Suarez for Flage. Then let's see who else. Walker is going to Connecticut with one of her teammates. I don't know how well that's going to pan out, but they do need people. Then Washington got Prosper. Prosper had more down than up games. Yeah, they drafted Fly and switched with Seattle for Suarez. But better yet, Storm traded for Flage, vice versa. And it was done, but the paperwork, of course, the stuff didn't get down to Kathy in time for her to say it up front. That's why she had to come back and say it at the start of the second round. Who else? Prosper. Tanaya Latson. I'm glad I went here. Tell me what you think about Tanaya being number 5 in the second round. Tell me what you think about that. Let's see what Brian did. You see that with a real GM? Yeah. Well, we'll see. Let's see. So we had Tanaya Latson at number 5. Lattimore from Ole Miss is with Chicago Sky. Lattimore is probably going to get cut. Let's see. I like Lattimore. I thought I ramped and raved about Lattimore. I don't know, y'all. Let's see. I ramped and raved about Lattimore. I thought that Lattimore did a great job battling back from some of her injuries and going from team to team to team, where she worked hard. But I don't know if Chicago keeps her. Tell me, do you think Chicago will keep Lattimore? I don't think Chicago keeps Lattimore. I think that Lattimore goes and try out. If she end up being a part of that spew that's on a developmental team, I don't know, because I think Chicago already have their players. If you haven't hit the like button, please make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's important you hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Tell a friend to come on over here and hit that like button and then go back doing what they're doing. We need to hit some like. We need some likes up in here. We need some likes. We need some likes. We need some likes. We need some likes. Let's see. Sorry, I just had to take that. Yeah, hold on. Hola. All right. Maybe she would be one of the developmental players. I'm saying that, but I think that they already have a solid 12, 13 already. So somebody will end up in the developmental pool, because they can you only get 2 for the developmental pool. So I don't know. Jaquez was a good pick for Sky, but let's see if the Sky use her correct. But of course, he likes those caliber players. He likes those kind of players. Jeff P does. We haven't heard nothing from the coach to see if he has to be okay with everything, because, he's just trying to keep a job. I guess. I don't know. I guess. He said, ain't no Palm Beach. We're going to see. You got Kate, you got Key that went to Toronto, Ashlyn Jackson that went to Valks from Duke. Action Jackson might get lost in the sauce because if she can't hit them shots like she hit against LSU and then did hit none in her next game, if she can't shoot it, she's probably going to be a done. She's probably going to be done. She may not make that team, but we'll see. She's gonna have to do more than just be able to shoot the ball. She's got to defend. She's got to do a lot because y'all know how that coach is with the Valks. She won't keep you. She will not keep you. Let's see, you got Gray that went from Ohio that went to Sparks. Piscott that went to Fever. Shields, yeah, from Australia. She came in and went to Toronto. France girl, then Never from North Carolina. She went to Atlanta. Now she's a shooting guard. Can she knock it down like Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard is going to be the question. Lattimore is a dog. She has long arms. If Chicago let her go, good for her. Good for her. She can go somewhere and blossom. I say the same. I like Lattimore. I really enjoyed watching Lattimore play this year. I really did. You have Baker that went to the Aces. Remember, these teams didn't have a lot of picks like Atlanta and Vegas and those guys because they gave most of their picks away, including the Lynx. The Lynx too. They gave a lot of their picks away for different rounds, so they didn't get the picks selections like they should have. It says funny Jeff P told. Let's see. We say funny Jeff P told. Let's put that up there. Funny Jeff P told that lie about Camilla and space or lack of it from Angel. Meanwhile, Smoker is rubbing his hands together, thinking all the ways he can utilize Angel on offense and in transition. Absolutely, sure is. Golden State drafted Jackson, probably because she's a Lawson player. Well, could be, but the thing is, she's gonna have to show up. That was my thing about Jackson, right? Jackson didn't show up in the last game when the lights were bright. When it was at its brightest, right? She just did get the knockdown to knock LSU out of the Elite Eight, to keep them from making it to the Elite Eight, and then she just didn't show up in the Elite Eight. She actually went pretty much scoreless almost the entire game. She just didn't show up. And it says in space, this is Toni Marsh and Marsh and Punkhead say Jeff Punkhead was on Chicago media talking about the draft last night. Yeah, I saw them come on and then I clicked that shit. I don't want to hear nothing from them twerps, but I think I'm gonna go back and look at it so I can see exactly what he said, and why his little raggedy behind said it, because it looked like to me, just a couple seconds that I saw Azzi talking, Marsh was just sitting there looking all sad, like a little sad puppy, like, yeah, we made these selections, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he didn't look enthused about what's going on. I don't think he's enthused about what's going on. But this is his chance to be a head coach. So he's going to try to stick through it and see what happens. Plus, Jeff P is going to stick through him as well to see if he can take now the team he put together so he can really claim it's him. And bringing in these big pieces by waiving the money that you've waived, right? Because Money is the root. This was the year for the money root. And I'm going to tell you, I think even if Angel didn't say what he said, guys, even if Angel didn't say what she said at the end of the season, he probably was going to trade her. He probably was going to trade her. Yeah, he probably was going to trade her. So his best way, the best way he can so-called, in a sense, say he helped her was literally by making sure that he found a home that she would like to go to, where she would be, I guess, comfortable, as you would say. Washington ends up with Little Paige Bugs because of course, the pick from Minnesota. So, yeah. We got some things going on, and then this is what the third round looked like, because I know they ran through some of them because the players weren't there. Spearman with Washington. So she's a point forward. Okay, let's see. Spearman from Tennessee. Morgan from Kentucky goes to, of course, Toni Morgan goes to Sky. That's another one. That's another point guard. It's another PG. How many PGs you need? Right now, you're going to have like 5 PGs. You have to let some go. Some players you're going to keep, some you're going to have to let go. Sarah Williams from UConn. Okay, went to Connecticut. She's a center. Washington could use another center. They sure can. That plays around Kiki. I'm sorry, that's another one that will be playing in rotation. Now she got to realize she got to play through bets and all those others. It says if Coach Marshmallow has a similar season like last year, or shows signs that he cannot manage multiple alpha females on the same team, he'll be fired. As a matter of fact, you're right, Mr. Johnson. He'll be fired mid-season or as soon as it happens. I don't think they're going to wait till the end of the season, because what they can do is they can fire him and P can get on the bench and be a GM and a coach at the same time, and basically do the same thing that Becky Hammonds is doing, right? Because he thinks he can coach. So maybe he can, maybe he can't. It's different when you're in front of the crowd and you're in the seats is versus behind the scenes and trying to tell somebody else what to do because you're not in the forefront and people aren't holding you solely accountable, right? But right now he's being held solely accountable for sure. Harmon with Washington. Do you think Washington keeps Harmon? Do you think they keep Harmon? Jeff is such an a-hole. Let's see. It says Jeff is such an a-hole. He would have leaked that information early and had all the hit pieces leading up to the announcement of the trade. I don't think Jesse even controlled the announcements. Nah, he don't control the announcements at all. Yeah, he didn't tell. It looks like he didn't tell. Jeff P didn't tell old Tyler what all he was doing because he's just a sneaky little slimy little thing. So on and so forth. Let's see. We get past that, Ryman. We got Big. Oh Lord. I didn't even pay attention. So Big B did make it. Big B made it in the third round. She made it in the third round, y'all. Let's see if Big B can find a home. Let's see if she can do something. She is a possible knockdown shooter, but she hasn't been consistent all season for TCU. But when it counted in the playoffs, she was there. The last game, you couldn't find her. But for the most part, she was there. She made it through the first two rounds, right? 3 rounds, I think it was. 3 rounds. They made it through 2 rounds. 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Yeah, and she didn't show up against South Carolina game. But Big B's career high is scoring was 8.2 points per game this past season. So she's not a big scorer, but she does do the little things, such as defend and take care of the ball. The Suns roster is littered with players who already do many of these things, of the things Big B does. Right, that's what I'm saying. So they picked it, but there's a load of players on that team that does the same thing she does. So I'm gonna say Big B doesn't make it past the I guess the introductory plays. I don't even think she makes it past the first round. I just don't think so. It's gonna be interesting to see how she fare and she can fit in. With more experience, however, she will have much to prove in the training camp. Yeah, she doesn't go past the training camp. She doesn't. Be prepared to go overseas, Big B. That's where you're gonna get your best skills and play and work. Let's see, Van Sluten, Timmons. So Timmons go to the Fever, y'all. What y'all think about Jessica? Plus Harmon, let's see, it says Harmon is a true PG. She is a true PG. But let's see how many they keep, because she'll work because she can handle the ball. But again, she's gonna get smothered by these big guards. We're gonna see what happens. Plus Harmon, she defends her. Let's see. Plus Harmon's defense causes fits to other point guards. Yes, it does. However, I will say at AC Side Town, I don't believe. I don't believe he got much of Tyler's input. He didn't get Tyler. Hey, T. Camilla. He didn't get much of Tyler's input. She says she don't think he got much of Tyler's input. When Ezra Ray was speaking, Tyler didn't look happy. He sounded like Jeff in 2024 after the draft. I'm telling you, he is not happy. He's not happy. And I know he didn't consult with him with Moving Angel either. But nevertheless, he's the GM. He can do what he wants. He's not happy. You paid her all this money. You gave this girl all this money. Who is not as consistent. We understand that, she was let me get down here. Let's take this off. I understand that Azzi Ray was a part of the winning title, and Azzi Ray was the biggest reason why they won, right? And you're looking to try to bring that back. So you saying that you could bring it back in the next 3 years, and after that you done with Sloot, or what? Because 3 years is around the corner. Yeah. Harmon is small. Let's see. Here's another one. Yeah. We went back to Harmon. It said Harmon is small and has a quick first step. Hopefully she can stay healthy in this tough WNBA league. Yes, I agree. I hope she can. So MSL, let's see. If Angel forced the trade, do you think it was a little premature? Because I think this team would have been very good with this. Let's see. I think this team would have been very good, or she would have been very good with this team. I know what you mean. Yeah, she would have. This team, Angel could have did something with. This team would have forced, like Camilla would have been ecstatic to play with somebody like this, right? And have Angel. She's going to be ecstatic to play with these women anyway because, especially like a Skylar. But they got to understand, man, Camilla got her own damn personality. Camilla gonna cuss you out. Camilla gonna cuss you out, says Tony. I would say that Becky is a great coach because Nikki doesn't make a move without her. Exactly. Doesn't make a move without her involvement. You damn straight. You damn straight. Don't make a move. That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about. That's what it is. That's how it works. Sloot is gonna buy a shiny new booty and come back and lead this team to the playoffs. Bro Claus said so. Okay. That's what Bro Claus said? Okay. All right, Brother Claude, if that's what you believe. Bro Claude, you on the record for saying this. Hey, Michael White said that's what you said. And we're going to have a conversation about it, Bro Claude. Why? It's just unfortunately, Chicago has a history. So ATL is the better situation to win. Develop her game and to market herself. Chicago's the first 2 years wasn't good at all. I mean, wasn't good at any of those things. Correct. They weren't. They just failed her. I think the first year, Jeff was shocked with what Angel could do. The second year, Sloot was there. So his attention was more on what Sloot can bring to the table and how Sloot can offer and Sloot. Oh, Angel's not doing enough. Oh, now all of a sudden Angel's not doing enough. And then when Angel started doing enough, you don't give her the praise for what she did enough. So this is not the right team and would never be the right team for her. I wouldn't. Angel, baby girl, look here. Sell your house, boo. Sell your house. Pack up all your shit. Sell your house and buy your house in ATL because you're going to be there for a stint, boo. That is your new home. You're there with your sister, Lotto. You're there with a lot of your friendies. So just don't have too much fun. Stay focused. Stay focused. Loose Ball says, I hope Sloot heals and not end her career on the injury list. End her injury. Well, guess what? Sometimes when you're pushing yourself and it's just your time, it's your time, and you're trying to make yourself go more than what you really need to. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either. That wasn't the question, but okay, let's see. Grandma Sloot. Yeah, that's Grandma Sloot for sure. It's just Side-Town. Let's see. I'm comparing this Chicago team to the current Atlanta team. You know what, guys? If you're still in the building, go ahead and hit the like button. We've been up here rocking for a minute, just talking straight basketball, straight facts, going through some things. This list here can come off because that list there, the rest of that, I'm not even worried about. But that was the 3 rounds. Now we get more talk into the W. I'll let y'all go ahead and have the floor. I am going to talk more about this situation with Raven. I want to go back to Raven and basically her on this team. So we have Indiana Fever will have they will have Boston, they will have CC, they're going to have Raven, they're going to have Lexi Hall, they're going to have Cuckoo Girl that came over there from Phoenix, Sophie Cunningham. And who do you feel that is going to basically truly give Raven the most open door? We know that she's familiar with AB, so. Yeah, I don't have a schedule, but this guy got to get some some early wins. They do. It's going to be important for them to get some early wins with the money that they just spent on these ladies. It's going to be important. And then sometimes in the beginning too, it's about fit. So everybody you get don't always fit. It's just not really always a good clicking point. Yeah, and Billings. Absolutely. Billings is going to be there. Thanks, Duvall. I appreciate you. Yeah, you got Monique Billings. Billings, I think, is going to be good for Raven too. Far as I don't know her, just from what I've seen, the personality, I don't know her personally, I don't know her character that well, but it just seems like she does have a passion for her teammates. So it's going to be nice to see just the total embrace. Like I said, not too many has welcomed Raven on their social medias, right? When you want to welcome in your rookies and say hi, like Angel's the first person, as soon as a player's name is called, she's on there. She's tweeting away. Just tweet, 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 tweet. She's tweeting away. Fucking where's everybody else? Instead, we got to listen to a bunch of folks just rant and rave about why did the Fever pick Raven? Because they can, Trick. That's why. That's why they pick Raven, because they can. Apparently, they didn't pick your ass because you all too busy up here whining and complaining about why somebody else shouldn't be playing. You can't even play, but yet you got an opinion about a ball game. Come on. Do you think, chat, Raven go? Don't laugh at me, y'all. Don't laugh at me. So, Toni, you're saying Clark and the other white players have still not congratulated Raven. Go look at social media, baby. I mean, that was earlier when I pulled it up, but I wasn't on there too long. But I saw one show, well, not one show, one of my favorite individuals, because they pop up on my timeline. When it pops up on my phone, I clicked on it and they say, yep, they have not said congratulations to Raven. Now, if you can find it and you want to send it to me, please, by all means, go ahead. It says still haven't happened. Exactly. It still haven't happened. And it's unfortunate. It's undamn fortunate for Raven that like you said, like I showed that one clip earlier. It's about, look at Raven's face. Raven is doing her very best. She says she smiled even when she's upset. You said that little half smile she gave. She was like, yeah, I'm here. I don't know what you're talking about, these motherfucking. I'll go back. But we shall see. So, Toni, you're saying Clark and the other white players. I'm not saying what I didn't see, but I'm going to say what I heard someone else say. And that's about a book. And I showed it to you. And they ain't said a word. I showed it to you, right? I showed you the clip. I showed you the clip. I shot out who it came from, and I showed you the clip. And no, they did not. They did not. If you want me to play the clip again, I'll play the clip again. But the clip is a little bit long. However, no, they did not. So unless they're going to do it in maybe they're going to do it in person, y'all. Maybe, I don't know. What was it says here? It says, Atkins, I believe Jeff loyalty to Sloot will blind him. You don't pay you don't pay somebody that much money. You don't pay $750K to make sure they come back and not let her resume her position. No, when she come back, she going to a position, baby. When she come back, she going to a position. It says Lexi congratulated Raven, I'm pretty sure. You sure? Maybe she did. I'm not. Hey, maybe she did. Let's go look up Lexi Hall. Let's go. Let's just go look it up. Let's look it up. Let's be certain. I don't want to tell no lie on nobody. right? But I'm gonna tell you, I know I didn't see it earlier, and then I just showed you a clip of my girl saying that they still have not. Lexi didn't. Sophie didn't. Cece didn't. That's what I'm saying. It's there. They didn't. What up, Goo? We know shit. Hey, Lexi, all right. But yeah, you know, it's whatever it is, man. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do it later. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull this on up and see if who all congratulated old Raven. It's gonna tell you. It can tell you right here. Let's just see. Who all congratulated Raven Johnson? Besides the coach, Dawn Staley, and a few others, Aaliyah Boston. I think that's it. Yeah. So you want to ask me again? You want to ask me again? Because, yeah. That's it. The coach, Aaliyah Boston, and Dawn Staley. How sad is that? That we this is what we are. This is what we're going through. Dawn Staley congratulates her alumni master Virginia on making history and making it to the Sweet 16. Yep. Nope. That's it. That's it. That is it, baby. That is it. I've said it. You got it. It's tweeted. It's here. That is it. I went to two different channels, unless it's just a problem with them showing it to me. Nope, that's it. I gave you who it was. And for that, sometimes you kill chemistry early. And that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Maybe they said, well, one player already did it and the rest of us don't need to do it. I mean, hey, who knows what they saying or they think or they believe. I'm just telling you that that's it, and no, they didn't. What's her name? Got re-signed. Sophie Cunningham got re-signed to her deal and for her money, and that's all she cares about. And going be a model like Angel. She wants to model in Victoria's Secrets. I know, Mr. Johnson. They better not. I think the world will be crazy. Cece said she was cooking. Oh, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Hey, I've been on, guys, for quite a minute. And I definitely, truly appreciate you all for coming and rocking with your girl. It's been fun. It's been real. I'm just going to say this. Kudos again to Azzi Fudd for being number one. Bigger congratulations to the superstar, Flau'jae Johnson. One of the most shocking moves I think that happened in the draft was that. That's one of the best shocking moves, but nevertheless, a great move that was made. Golden Valve selected Johnson at number 8 and then immediately traded her to Seattle. So either they traded her to Seattle because Seattle wanted Suarez, or vice versa. Whichever way, it's a win-win for Fly because I think Seattle will do Flage well. I think will be well. That move instantly shifted the draft because I don't know if anybody was thinking that anybody would ever just be traded throughout the draft, which, of course, if they've been watching the draft before, they know that it happens because it just happens all the time, y'all. I was going to mention another young lady, Stephanie, who was 6'7", that played for my sister Clarissa here and ended up going into the W. She went to the Wings. She was injured when she got drafted, and she had to spend that year getting healthy. And then the next year, she still wasn't fully healthy. They told her play, or we're gonna let you go. So she played, and she played hurt. And after that, she was never the same. As you see, she's no longer in the league. She was the one that Angel ended up giving the business to in that Dallas game her rookie year. Seattle walked away, I think, with a big win. I like it for Flage. I think that, like I said, Cody McMahon is going to do well. Raven is going to do well. I want to see Tanaya Latson make sure she find a place where she's going to be. And I'm just talking about most of the guards right now. We know what Lauren Betts is going to do. Lauren Betts is just tall. Lauren Betts is going to be there. If she doesn't work there, they'll find her a home. She won't be without the W. She's too tall. And she can be efficient and grow. But then also like Olivia Miles, all those different places. I'll even give it, like I said, to Okad and doing what she's done and being great. Our fam doing her thing. Elite international upside to her. And bringing that to the W, I think is huge. But, hey, it is what it is. And guess what? I guess we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up and talk. I think that this was one of those unforgettable drafts with more to come next draft because of who's coming out. You don't have the best of the best, but you have some decent players coming out. We already know who's going to end up being number one should she come out next year. But I would say the 2 years and come out in 2028. So that would be nice. I think that that's probably what's going to happen. If not, then cool. If it doesn't, we wish her well another year in the NCAA. Or, I'm talking about Juju Watkins. So I want to see that for her. I want to see her, get herself back totally 100% at game speed by playing in the game. So what better way to do that is to play the game. Yes, was she able to come back this year? Yes, but it's better to sit out the whole year and get yourself completely 100% healthy, which was a great move on her part, and I like that. We saw stars land perfect fits and perfect fit perfect fit teams, which is good. Franchises, and the potential that they'll have in playing, especially for UCLA, who put a performance way through the first round of the draft. in one single draft, man, that's, like I said, they had, 4 back-to-back, and then they had 2 in the second. But they did phenomenally well in this draft, I must say. I mean, when you have a team full of seniors, that typically happens. So it was good to see the future of the W. It was good to see where the players land. Now let's see what happens in training camp, because I hope that, guys, we can get some training camp clips of these players to see how they look in a training camp. I know that what they show won't be a whole lot, but we'll kind of try to compile that, and I'll bring it to the channel if I can, but I'm getting ready to go to Sergeant First Class School, y'all, and I got to get my mind right and get my studies. And I'm talking to y'all and I'm studying at the same time. So when I get off here, I'm going to be doing some studies. So I get myself ready for school at the end of the month. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you all for coming. If you have not hit that like button, I'm telling you, hit it on your way out the door. Don't forget to hit the like button. Again, I thank you all for coming. I thank you for the potential move to come back and watch more. I want to say, if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe, because once you subscribe, you're going to see that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I drop at that point. But you have to first subscribe. It is important that you do that. But please, by all means, hit the like button. It helps us out with our channel helps us out with the algorithm. It lets them know that I am a channel that you would love to see constantly moving forward. So make sure you're doing that. I appreciate that. And with much love, guys, look here. I appreciate you for coming in the building. I appreciate you for having great conversations in this whole ordeal. And I know we got somebody that says, but what is the issue Storm is doing? Let's see. Somebody want to know what Storm doing. Boy, y'all still going at it. What's up, Goon? Goon said, courtside Toni, good luck on your driving test. I ain't driving. He's so silly. I'm going to military school, man. I'll be in military school. I'll be in a school to become in a higher position, right? Higher rank, higher NCO, higher leader. That's what I'm going to school for. That's what I'll be going for. That's what I'll be going for. But yes, that's at the end of the month. It's going to be from the 30th of April to the 3rd of May. So I will be out of pocket for those 4 days. So with those 4 days, y'all hold down the fort, and y'all do make sure you come back, because I will probably drop something on the 4th, because I'm gonna be exhausted on the 3rd, and the 3rd is my birthday, and I won't even really get a chance to celebrate it, because it'll be graduation day, and then I got to get on a roll, and I got to drive a long ways to get back to my destination. So yes, I will probably see you guys of course now, but I'm just saying, for those 4 days I'll be out of pocket. April 30th through May 3rd is when I'll probably be out of pocket. And then you guys will miss me on Friday, and you'll miss me on our show on myself and Keisha on Full Court Trio. So you'll miss me those 2 days, which are my actual scheduled days to come on, it's going to be perfectly fine, guys. I think you can survive without me for 2 days. Yes. Thank you, Goon. I appreciate you. I'm going to need all the freaking help I'm going to need in Sergeant School, boy. I'm ready, though. Hey, can't keep a good woman down. It just don't happen that way. So Sergeant Sexy going to school to become General Sexy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Wody. Absolutely. You guys, once again, thank you for coming in. Go ahead. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. It is time for me to get myself up out of here. Thank you. I appreciate you, Michael White, for the good luck wishes. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys will still continue to have me all the way up until the 29th. The 29th is Wednesday, so you'll see me Wednesday. Thursday is the day I start school, so on the 30th. So again, it'll just be 4 days. You're just gonna miss me for 4 days. I'll be back. I'll be back on the chat. At least I'll have time to get on there after those 4 days. So absolutely. Again, I will see you all on the next rebound. Again, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, and much love to everybody. Get y'all some rest. I'll go hit another channel. I'm gonna go see if my other fam is on the channel, and so I can kind of peek in and listen in while I do some studies. With that, thank you all. Catch you all on the next rebound.